Mental Health Monday on KCAL 9 is sponsored by Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? Uh-oh, Richard. Oh.
It was the slap seen around the world on live TV. Best Actor Oscar winner Will Smith hitting comedian Chris Rock after he made a joke about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett. Many weren't sure if what they saw was real or a stunt, but when Smith sat back down and launched expletives, it became very real.
Well, Will Smith just put out his statement, Serene, which reads in part, "My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at the expense are a part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris," he went on to say. "I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be." He ended by saying there is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. Well, last night should have been one of the biggest moments in Will Smith's career, but as we mentioned, the slap stole the spotlight.
In today's Mental Health Monday segment, we want to take a closer look at that viral incident. And joining us now is Dr. Brandon Gamble. He's psychologist and director of the Black Resource Center at San Diego State University. Thank you so much for being here with us.
It's good to be with you again.
Well, let me first start, Doctor, by asking you what went through your mind when you saw that altercation?
Oh, boy. Irony, right? If we look at Will Smith's latest book, Will, it's the story of how one person mastered his emotions, and that was not on display. Some other thoughts I had, given a lot of my friends are into conspiracy theory, it has to be a setup. They're just putting us on. But when I saw him talking, I knew he was really in pain. And, as a psychologist, there's so much pain all the way to go around, but really this is one of the theories that I've really hung with in my work, and particularly working with young people who've been involved with violent incidences that led to them being kicked out of school. Violence is an expression of impotence, usually meaning that I don't have any other options, so I'm going to go with violence, or I perceive that I don't have other options, because clearly Will Smith has a lot of options.
And Doctor, when Will Smith won the Best Actor award, he got a standing ovation. The crowd seemed to quickly forgive him. We just heard his apology. Do you think he did a good job of explaining or justifying what he did?
I think he did as best he could in a very bad situation. But I think his overall message for himself and for others was consistent, right? I'm a protector. And what was interesting, a week before, Aunjanue Ellis, who was also in the film that he won the Oscar for, she was really thankful to Will Smith for his support and for lobbying and advocating that she get paid more and that everyone else in the film get paid more. This is really a core part of who he is, and he was able to express that even during such a tense and tough night. I'm sure he did not imagine it going that way, but he was in the moment.
And Doctor, you mentioned that, when something like this happens, it's often the result of a long series of stressors, things that build up. Are you seeing more frayed nerves in general in society right now?
Oh, definitely. So if we're just looking at the Smith family, they've been under the spotlight and scrutiny for a while, and they've had those stressors, but we've all had to live with the pandemic. My school psychology and child psychology colleagues, they tell me they're overwhelmed and tired. And even before that, from 2016 to 2020, there was a rise in hate crimes in not just school settings, but in many different settings. The Council on Criminal Justice has seen that there's been an 8% increase in domestic violence incidents during and following the stay-at-home orders of the pandemic. So even remote learners and school leaders who are teaching remotely have expressed that they're fearful of their safety in some other surveys. So yeah, frayed nerves are all over the place, and we've even seen, airport incidences or other areas where people are just upset and they're expressing themselves in very harmful ways. It does concern me as someone who provides mental health support and makes sure that people get mental health support.
I bet.
Well, there are a lot of resources like you out there. Dr. Brandon Gamble, thank you so much for your time and insight with us this afternoon. We appreciate it.
Glad to be with you.